Few years ago, I was just an immigrant outside Germany trying to figure out one question: how do I get my profession recognized in Germany? Honestly, the process felt overwhelming. Different websites, different requirements, different answers everywhere, and sometimes I didn't even know where to start. So in this video, I want to guide you through the process the way I wish someone would have guided me, the Anerkennung process in Germany. One of the hardest part wasn't the paperwork, it was the confusion. Every state has different requirements, and if you're applying from non-EU countries, then it's even more straining. So we have like here Anerkennung in Deutschland, we have all the information, there is Anabin. Every time the law changes, like here, now as of March 2026, the recognition process has changed. So you always have to be up to date with the current information available. Here is an overview of the most important changes. So let's see, because it usually was taking too long to process. Anerkennung in Deutschland for non-EU education, or recognition of non-EU profession in Germany. The most important parts are the documents. The first important document is a form of identification. Your passport is very important. Your diploma is important. Your transcripts are important. Your passport is important. And your translations are important. Language certificate. If you have also a recommendation letter from your previous working place, it's very, very important that you accompany it as part of your documents. Sort all the documents and make sure you have them. You need to ensure that your transcript is showing the grades and range. Is it an A, and what does A equate to in from your country? Hours of the particular subject, lesson. Yeah, that is very, very important. Where would you like to work in Germany? If you don't know where you want to work, you can just choose any major city. I will use the city that I was living in. And the translations are supposed to be from a medical translator, a certified medical translator. Very important, not any other translator. But all this information, you will find it on the website. For those who are asking, how do I get consultation? If you are not sure of what to do, where to search, where to get this information, there is a part on the website that asks you if you want to get advice before processing your papers. If you're not sure, please make sure you choose that you want to get advice. Yes, I would like personal advice and help with the application. When you select that you want advice, depending on which area you chose as a place of work, you will be given the information of where you will get the consultation. That is what I did. I got my consultation. I remember my consultation was done in Augsburg, and at this point they will ask you for certain documents, and once you give them your documents, they will guide you. If you need extra documents where you will get the translation, the notarization, the certified medical translators and everything. So it's very, very important that you select that you want advice, because as we know, things change with time. What I might have done a few years ago might not be the same thing that is being done today. So I would advise that you select to be given advice.
Language
requirements, B1 or B2. Most people get stuck here. Requirements differ from state to state. Some states require B1, some states require B2. But to be safe, B2 is always recommended for medical course or medical profession. So it's very important that you make sure you have B2. In my case, B2 was needed. So it's important that you have B2, Deutsch learning. Make sure that your language certificates are from a recognized body, and that is either Goethe Institute or TELC. And like doctors, radiographers don't need the FAK proof. Your next step, the recognition procedure. Issuing of authorization to use the professional title in German. Everything about the procedure. Your recognition procedure as a medical technologist, radiologist, the competent authority. You're going to check if your professional qualification is equivalent to the European standard or German standard. Equivalence of your professional qualification, personal aptitude, medical fitness, and knowledge of German. Once I had everything, I submitted my application. Duration, it's about 1 month, 3 months. That one, I'm not sure because mine took long. There are the fees. It's costing about 40 to 500 euros. Mine costed more. There might be additional language examination, blah, blah, blah. It costed more than 500 euros. Everything is there. Steps, how to do it. So this is just a guide of where to start if you are struggling. Possible outcomes. So what can you expect once you submit your Anerkennung? It might happen that everything is okay and you are at par with the German level of education or the European standard, so then you don't need to do anything and maybe just the medical test and start working. Get your license and start working. It also could happen that you are missing something. It can be theory or practicals. If that is the case, you will need to compensate for the hours. In my case, I was missing some parts and therefore I needed to compensate. If this video helped you even a little bit, make sure to leave your questions or comments, and if I can be able to answer them, I will be happy to do so. I also do lifestyle and travel video. If it's something you're interested in, make sure to check my channel and don't forget to leave me a comment. Ciao, see you in the next one.